it's Lindsay and welcome back to my channel. Today, I thought we would be talking about 3 hard things for Authortube to learn. The title is so much more intense than I actually mean it to be. These are just 3 lessons that I have learned while being on Authortube, either the hard way or the easy way. It's really not that dramatic. But I did get tea because, you know, look at this super cute mug. It's got all writing books on it. How cute, right? Okay, let's put this away, switch to water, and let's get going. So the first kind of hard lesson that I learned while being on Authortube is, number 1, you don't have to insert yourself in every little bit of drama. Now, Authortube is very small. We have very little drama, and in fact, I can only think of like one dramatic thing that has happened to us since our inception, and even then it truly, like, I think kind of got blown out of proportion a little bit. Like, if you think about the crazy wild stuff that happens in traditional publishing, like all of those scandals that happen on Twitter, or like, you know, buying the #1 spot on the New York Times bestseller list, like that's drama, okay? But like we're pretty quiet, we get along pretty well for the most part, and like we're in our small little corner just typing away on our keyboards. That doesn't mean like bad stuff doesn't come along, and obviously it does. But you know, I think that sometimes with us being so small and everyone having so many connections and friends just within this small little sphere, you kind of almost feel obligated when you see other people in your community start making like ranty videos to jump on board and do them yourself. And if that's your jam, like go for it, sis. Like no one's here to stop you. I will watch your video start to finish. You best believe I am all over the drama when there is drama. However, I choose not to partake. If you are just not that type of person, if drama wears you out, if the persona that you're trying to put out for your Authortube brand does not mesh well with the whole drama ranty video, don't feel pressured to do it. Like, it's okay. I say this because while the whole scandal of like 2017, 18, whatever was happening, Artgate, y'all know what I'm talking about. While that was happening, there were quite a few channels that made videos that said something to the effect of, if you are partaking in Authortube and you are not making a rant video and you are not addressing the drama, you are wrong. You are a bad person and a bad Authortuber. And like, I just don't agree. Now, don't get me wrong. I think that there is a time and a place to call people out, especially if what is happening is like harmful to like a specific group of people, or just like, you know, you can make a judgment call. Like you can tell when something is like truly like violent or problematic, and like maybe you should speak out, or maybe if it's just like some little piece of drama that'll blow over in a couple weeks, like you can make your judgment call and you can decide from there. But for those people that are making those videos saying like you're a bad person if you're on Authortube and you're not talking about drama, like that's silly. I don't believe it. If you want to make drama videos, make them. If you don't, you don't. Just don't feel like you have to. The second hard lesson for Authortubers really is more for the traditional side of the Authortube sphere, and that is, you probably aren't going to be a unicorn. And by that I mean you're not going to be the unicorn writer. You're probably not going to be the person that goes out in the query trenches and within 2 days has an agent and then another 2 days has a book deal. I think 2 things kind of play into this misconception, and it's the idea of like hoping and praying and wishing that you will be, which I mean, I have felt that too. I had hoped that I would be the unicorn writer. I am not the unicorn writer, at least not with the books I've written so far. But the other thing that kind of plays into it is like timing and not really understanding traditional publishing timelines and how truly slow they are. If you have done even the most preliminary research on traditional publishing, you know that it is very, very slow. But I am here to tell you, take the slowest time that you can think of. Then add 3 weeks to that. And then imagine molasses going across the Sahara Desert at an exactly flat incline. And then add another couple months. That's how slow publishing actually is. One thing that I've kind of learned through this is that even if agents request your manuscript, and even if they like seem really excited about it and love it, they have no obligation to get to your book quickly. And in fact, a 6 to 8 month time period is normal. That's not a long time. That is a normal amount of time for them to get to your book that they've requested, which is wild to me, and it was a hard lesson to learn. So to catch y'all up with a timeline, that means most agents usually take anywhere from 2 weeks to 3 months to get to your query, and then after that they might request a partial. it might take them 6 months to read that partial. And then if they like the partial, then they'll request the full. It might take another 6 months for them to read that. And then if you somehow miraculously make it past that and they want to do like a revise and resubmit, you've got to take months on your own to revise it and then send it in to them. And then guess what? Another 6 months of waiting. And the thing about that is, it sounds outrageous, but it is normal. And at no point is this unexpected, unheard of, undone before. And I did not realize that truly querying the entire journey could take that long. I mean, it does make sense though, because like, you know, they have clients that actually sell books and make them money, so of course they're gonna go for them first, but like, you know, whatever, I guess. How dare these agents do things like their job and taking care of their families and not constantly offering me representation. The last hard lesson that I had to learn on Authortube was that it is way harder than you think to grow your YouTube platform than you probably originally realized. So I have been making Authortube content since about 2017, and that is roughly about 2 videos a week. Sometimes I get off a little bit, and then in like December I did 3 videos a week, but pretty much on average 2 videos a week for 2 years. You can see my subscriber count down below. So I mean, that just kind of shows you it's hard. It's not like you're just gonna make videos and the people are gonna come. It has to do with like the YouTube algorithm, which just hates small YouTubers. It has to do with like luck and like hard work. It is hard work. Like there is a level of hard work that goes into it. I think a good example is like Kate Kavanaugh. She makes like 3 videos a week. She's been making 3 videos a week, I think, for years at a time. And she made one big video. I think it was, I wrote like Stephen King for a day. I think that was the one that started it all. And it was really creative and she put some good work into it and it blew up. And that kind of all together helped her like grow her platform and kind of like get out of the murky depths of like, you know, under 2K subs that we all seem to be in, you know, kind of break out of there and move up. So, I mean, but most people don't have the time for 3 videos a week, right? Like that's, as someone who did it in the month of December, it was so time intensive. I think I was spending up to 6 hours a week on video making, like, you know, planning, executing the filming, editing, uploading, all of the little like last minute details you put into like the description box and the tags, and it's a lot of work and most people don't have that amount of time. It's just really hard to grow a channel. I mean, when I first started this channel, I definitely didn't expect like 1,000 people to like be viewing my channel. That's insane to me still to this day, and I am so grateful for each and every one of you. But at the same time, I don't think I realized how hard it would be to find 1,000 viewers. So it's kind of like this this disconnect between believing I'm here and having worked so hard for so many years and still not having 1 million subscribers, you know? But I will say, as like a little mini experiment that I did in December when I was doing those 3 videos a week, I found that I was obviously getting more views because I had more videos, but YouTube was promoting those videos more, or actually like for the first time. As opposed to when I was doing just 2 videos a week, I was getting basically no YouTube boost there. Like people were just having to find my channel to find my videos. So that's really interesting. It's almost like if you're not making 3 videos a week, YouTube isn't gonna help you grow. Which I don't know if that's necessarily true, but that was true for me. So I was like, who the heck has time to do 3 videos a week all the time? It's totally fine though, like it's not a big deal. I just love hanging out with you guys, and like, I almost think that there's like a sacredness about having a small channel because everyone's really nice on this channel. Like I don't get any hate comments. Everyone just is like chill. We just talk about writing and books and it's like cool. So those are the 3 hard lessons that I had to learn, and that I think if you have an Authortube channel, it'll be much easier if you learn them sooner than later. But anyways, if you guys liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out in the YouTube algorithm that actually hates me. Let me know down in the comments what's the one hardest lesson that you've had to learn as an Authortuber. Like, you know, fuel my negativity. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.